All right, Monday, gorgeous afternoon, and I can tell you I am dreading this show today. And I shouldn't be. Lions won, which I'm thrilled about. You know why I'm dreading the show? Because you can't have conversations anymore. See, today I can feel it. I can almost smell the stupidity in the air. I can feel it. I want to have a conversation where multiple things can be true. I don't think the Lions fan base is in a mental state to handle that because we have reached irrational euphoria phase, meaning best team ever, will never lose again, everything's awesome, Lego movie. And I'm going to bring data that doesn't lie. And I'm going to tell you that while I'm thrilled that they won yesterday because it was unbelievably meaningful to the home field advantage chase, and both coordinators were A+++. More on Glenn in a second. And Jared Goff, Rico will have the MVP conversation a little later. What they did yesterday is wholly unsustainable. Because I know you were probably too drunk and or high while watching the game to realize that Greg Olsen repeatedly basically was like having me in the booth. You couldn't produce any pressure. Your blitzes sucked. And asking Aaron Glenn to blitz at a nearly 60% rate, which they did yesterday, when you're a team that normally blitzes at about a 27% rate, unsustainable. On non-blitz downs, 27 of them, in fact, you produced 3 pressures. Unsustainable. And asking Jared Goff and that offense to essentially be perfection. Perfection. Not high level, not good, not great. Perfect. Unsustainable. So I'm thrilled that they won. But if anything, I'm doubling, tripling, quadruple dog doubling down on we must get a pass rusher in here. Because it is unfair to Aaron Glenn if you're asking him to blitz at 57%. And by the way, 1 sack is on a Hail Mary. You can keep it. Another sack was the equivalent of Michael Strahan on Brett Favre. When the center falls over and trips over his garden hose, and there's simply no one there on a counter. Guys, bottom line, you ain't winning the Super Bowl that way. You can win yesterday. You could roll out blindfolded and beat the Titans. You will be a playoff team. Mm-hmm. But if you think yesterday's game script is going to get you to a Super Bowl, I'm not the guy, and this isn't the show. I'm thrilled. Don't take the tone of my voice any other way. But I know what's on the other side of the phone. It is going to be kindergarten-level football, and I'm not into it. So we can get down and go. And the numbers I gave you, this is the difference. You don't get to disagree with facts. It's like when Rico once said years ago, it still might be the smartest thing you've ever said. If you watched the news and said, I agree with that, you didn't watch the news.
Yeah.
I love how they won. I love how they play. I love their guts. And I love mobile golf season. And I love winning by any means necessary. But I am convinced now more than ever. Aaron Glenn doesn't blitz at 60%. He did yesterday. Why? They know they're effed. And you can't win with a base 4. Why? Because the data says you can't. And Greg Olsen watching the game saying repeatedly they're not generating any pressure at all because it's factual. So I love the win, and I'll never apologize one for the NFL, and neither should you. Huge W, Rico, to get them back in the mix. And on a day, I'll take it any way, shape, or form. Dude, I am even more steadfast. They got to get an edge rusher in there. Got it.
Yeah, it showed you. You went on the road and you won, and you are now the best team in the NFC. But, yeah, when you look at that, Mike, anybody who was truly watching the game saw the holes, the problems, the potential problems down the line, the teams that you still have yet to play on your schedule. Because in this game, and we said it on the pregame show with Cookies yesterday, or on Sunday, the Lions have the advantage because you don't know what they're going to do on defense. So Minnesota was kind of doing this thing on the fly. But after that, teams are going to have tape, and they're going to say, oh, you're going to blitz us over 50% of the time? We'll design plays for that. If you're going to bring that, we'll be ready and we'll be prepared. Minnesota was the guinea pig. You went there. You won the game. Your offense was lights out. You got it done.
It was perfection.
Your defense was not. And that's expected because Aiden was not there, and he's a key piece to this. You don't get to just say, well, it's no big deal. It's a very big deal.
Can both be true? Yes. Can we be thrilled they won? Absolutely. No one is asking you to be concerned about your erection. Enjoy it. God bless. Make a baby.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled. But my goals are way down the line. My goals are I am not winning a Super Bowl blitzing 60% of the time. Do you know what the league high is? The Denver Broncos. They blitzed at 38%. You blitzed at 57%. And when you did, you still didn't get home. You had 15 total pressures over the course of a game. Aiden's last game against Seattle, he had 15 by himself. So understand, thrilled, but there's a job to do. It's the same. Look, you guys, if you're new to the show, let me help you. If you're not, you should know this about me by now. 5-minute euphoria when Juan Soto propelled my Yankees to the World Series. After that, job to do. That's it. It's about the championship. It is about the parade that you guys so richly deserve, that this city so richly deserves. And in order to do it, it can't be like yesterday. So, look, man, thrilled. Rico and I are Team Goff. Unlike a lot of people in this town, still wanting Hendon Hooker.
No, that ended. That ended yesterday.
Because Jared Goff's an MVP candidate. Ben Johnson, I don't know if even saying hang on to him matters. Maybe he just loves it here and loves not being a head coach. The synergy, Rico, between Goff and Johnson, incredible. I will tell you this, and I know Lion fans probably don't want this. I'm saying as a football fan, Ben Johnson versus Brian Flores is a chess. That's heavyweight chess.
Man,
it's so good to watch.
You had to be a real geek because there was a game within the game. Watching those two moves, counter moves, even more counter moves. What if I do this? What if I move this guy here? Well, what if I do this?
Did you see that? Maybe you've seen it. I haven't. They go empty set, and it's on a third down. And Minnesota's showing a zero cover blitz. You don't know who's blitzing, who's not. And Goff motions Patrick over, not a tight end, not a running back to the backfield. He motions him over, and it's almost like a crackback block to pick up the extra blitzer. I'm like, we're doing things here I have just never seen.
But Patrick, that Minnesota was probably like, wait, who's this 17?
By the way, congratulations to the slot merchant. I told George Pickens is a moron, David. Amon-Ra is my mind, he's the best damn receiver in the league. He does it downfield, over the middle, at the line of scrimmage.
You know what he is? He's
so good.
He may not be that wide receiver that gets he's the backbreaker receiver. And by that, I mean, he's the guy that on that third down play picks up 20 yards, motions first down. He's the guy late in the game where, hey, maybe we can make you kick a very long field goal. No, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to catch it on the 25-yard line.
Did you enjoy your Khalif Raymond appetizer?
Oh.
No, I'm saying couple of big third downs, including one where Goff had no visual of the receiver. Off his back foot, dime.
Yeah.
Like, their offense is going to be very good to great. But it was perfect yesterday.
So he's mastered this. I don't mean to cut you.
No, you're good.
It's almost like you could blindfold this man.
Yeah,
it's the movie Bird Box where he's just out there with blindfolds on and just throwing the ball to different places. Just scream and I'll hit you.
Or Justin Fields every day. Hi, David.
We got to win. We got to win.
My point is, thrilled about the W, but I'm more convinced after yesterday you need to make a trade for a pass rusher. I'd love your thoughts on all of it. There's no negativity. Me simply telling you, Longview, yesterday's proof in the pudding. And by the way, again, I'm begging you on this one. In the lead up to this game, can you guys out there in listener land, especially the morning show audience, can y'all just stop with the Chuck Schwartzky superfan routine? Lions 56, mini Vikings 2. You won on a game-winning field goal with 15 seconds to go. Guys, this is the NFL. The idea of beating teams by 3 touchdowns on the weekly basis is not real. You need to step down from irrational euphoria and join us in reality. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I got something, Mike, that you may not want to hear, and I may have to give this to you next.
No.
You want to know?
Yeah, kind of.
David, now? Okay.
What?
It's only going to get amped up. Why? I'm with you. I see the need. You got to pick up somebody. I wonder if the Lions are going to be like the fans. You're going to be playing Tennessee. You're going to beat them.
Oh, God, yeah.
And that's going to give you a false sense of security that this works.
And I think you're wrong, and I'll tell you why next. A reverse tease.
Look at that. That's like the chess match that
it's
you saw.
It's serve and volley.
That was a chess match you saw in the game. I thought I had the right defense call.
I see your radio tease, and I raise you one of my own. No, I want to know if the number...
Are you looking for a career in crime?
Be curious. You SOBs, be curious.